All right, so today we're gonna have a little story time. So grab yourself your drink, your snacks, because we're gonna get into it. Now, I've told the story before, but I didn't tell it from beginning to end and all the details. You just got like a brief overview with me and my friend Kendra, because this video involves her, kind of. The story does, at least. She's not here. I'll see her tonight though, because I'm going to a bonfire. But let's get into the story. So when me and Kendra met, it was at church actually, and we met through mutual friends. I'm gonna say their name because I don't have permission to, but this friend was really good friends with both me and Kendra. Longer friends with Kendra for longer than he was with me, but still pretty good friends. I knew him for a few years. So before I went back to Lee, or I guess before I came back to Lee, I decided that I was not going to do relationships. I was just going to be me, myself, and I. Be single. I basically posted on Facebook that I was dating myself. So I was not going to engage in any type of relationship at all. It's funny how that gets put to the test. So I met Kendra, and we went to Tres Hermanos, and we're sitting outside of Tres. So it's me and her here, and all of our friends like over here. So we have like a good distance between the two of us. There's a good 30 to 40 feet, I would say. And during this time, me and her, before that, I didn't know her, but I kept looking over at her. I'd be looking, and then yeah, oh, really? I didn't realize it. And I kept looking at her. So we're outside again, 30 or 40 feet between me and her, and then the group. And me and her are talking for, I think it was 2 hours that me and her talked. We talked and talked and talked and talked. That was a Tuesday night. I get in the car with my friend who was driving me back, and he said, "So, when are you gonna break it to yourself?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Zach, it's pretty obvious you like her." And I was like, I don't like her. I don't like her. And then he's like, "Zach, you looked at her a good 30 times. We lost track after 30. She says 40, but they said that they lost track. He said that they lost track at 30. So basically, we see each other every week, at church. Fast forward 2 weeks. I thought it was more than this. I thought it was a month, but apparently it was only 2 or 3 weeks. I think it was 2. We're at Denny's on a Tuesday night. Me, her, and some people from the group. And to give you a visual, I'm wearing fuzzy Crocs. So brown Crocs and the side is fur, gray sweatpants, and a black sweatshirt. That made me look sloppy. I didn't care. I was casual that night. Then we go outside, and we're getting ready to go. And it was probably the coldest night of the winter that night. So it's me and her, and then she's driving a friend home. Then I have 2 friends who are driving me home. I said, wait, Kendra, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you, Kendra. And they're like, "Zach, we need to go." And I was like, no, please, I'm begging you. They're like, "All right, fine, we'll give you 10, 15 minutes. So it took me longer than 10 or 15 minutes. So I go over to Kendra and I was like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." So outside in Denny's parking lot, me in full on sweats, her dressed up in probably something glamorous because she never leaves the house without looking snatched. We were talking, and I was like, "Kendra, we've known each other for a few weeks now. we've gotten really close to each other, and I think that I'm the man of your dreams. And I think that I want to be the man that your dad's been praying for you to find. And I think you're really attractive. And I've been praying about this for a while now, after only knowing her for 2 weeks. And I said, what you got with me? And she pauses. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, she's going to say yes. She can't say no. Look at me. She's going to say yes. This is great. She responds with, well, let me pray about it. Because, like, I don't feel anything for you, but I don't want to say no and then you actually, like, be, like, the man of my dreams. Let me pray about it. And I'm thinking, the Lord's going to tell her yes. That was a Tuesday. Wednesday night, that same friend that we had mutual friends, that was a mutual friend of the two of us, I go to get dessert with him. We're like, oh, let's go to Applebee's and get, like, some ice cream. The entire way there, he yells at me for making her feel uncomfortable. Then we get to Applebee's, and I have 2 friends there, so 3 of them, for a good, like, 30 minutes to an hour, just berate me about asking her out. I think that's the right word, berate, yeah. And then Thursday, she texts me in the morning and says that she's not interested. And after that, she after I said that, she after I got that text, I was upset, but, like, not angry, because, again, like, I've only known her for, like, 3 weeks. That's why I'm laughing, because it's crazy. And then I see her Friday night at a game night at her friend's house, and I go over to her and I was like, hey, I want to apologize for making you feel uncomfortable. She's like, oh, I didn't feel uncomfortable. And I was like, also, I probably should say, like, no, I didn't say anything after that. Then she said, honestly, it kind of felt like a marriage proposal. And I was like, I have a pre-written marriage proposal that I changed the words of. And she looks at me and was like, why? Like, why do you have a pre-written marriage proposal? I was like, well, I wrote it not long ago, and yeah, that's what I did. And she said, okay, I'm gonna give you a little advice. Throw that away. What if I said yes and then one day you went to propose? What are you gonna do? I was like, I'd write a new one. She's like, no, you shouldn't have one written in the first place. And then there at the house, I got down on one knee and asked her to marry me as a joke. And she knew it was a joke. And now I post to her a good maybe 3 times a year. Yeah, good 3 times. She still says no, but I think what it really is, I think she's just nervous to say yes to someone so attractive as I am. I think that's what it is. No, she's not who I'm supposed to marry. Even though we'd be a perfect couple. Honestly, I don't know if we would be a perfect couple. Like, she would tell me to go get a gallon of milk, I would come back with an avocado. Knowing me, I would hear avocado when she says milk. I'm just gonna put that out there. Like, that's... What's wrong with me, y'all? Like, what is wrong with me? But yeah, that is how I completely embarrass myself in front of my crush. We're still good friends now. Like, again, like, I'm seeing her at night. But go check her out, Kendra Martin on YouTube, Instagram, Kendrama. that is her business. She's a fashion designer and she's pretty darn good at it. So go follow her on Instagram and subscribe to her YouTube channel. But I love you guys and I hope to see you guys again very, very soon.